Hello. Hello. ¿Qué pasa, México? Mucho picante, mucho picante. Mucho picante, mucho picante. Mucho picante. How you feel, guys? 에어플레인이 많아. 그치? 뭐라고? 에어플레인 파트가 많아. 에어플레인이 많아. 가요. México 정말 맵다. México 정말 맵다.
Something shifted the moment Taeyoung stepped onto that Mexico stage. Nobody knew it was coming. Nobody had warning. He just walked out and suddenly everything felt different. His hair, half blonde highlights cutting through the black, the sun hitting the gold at every angle. Armies who were there said they froze. Some screamed. Some just stared at their screens, trying to process what they were seeing. This was not just a new look. This was 4 years in the making, 4 years of waiting, 4 years of wondering if he would ever bring it back. And he chose Mexico. He chose this exact sound check, day one. The way he moved across that stage said everything, pointing to armies, posing like he already knew the photos would break the internet, the all-black outfit flowing behind him, sunglasses on, confidence radiating from every step. This was not just Taeyoung. This was Rockstar V, fully unleashed. And the crowd, they gave it right back, screaming his name, light sticks up even in broad daylight, banner after banner waving in the Mexico sun. It was loud, it was intense, it was a moment that instantly felt historic. But Taeyoung was not the only one on that stage, because while ARMY was losing their minds over his transformation, 3 other members saw something, and their faces, that is where the real story begins. While Taeyoung was commanding every camera in that stadium, 3 pairs of eyes were watching from just a few feet away. J-Hope, Jimin, Jungkook. And they saw exactly what ARMY saw, maybe even more. J-Hope could not hide it. He never can. That man was already radiating sunshine energy the entire soundcheck. Red sunglasses, zip-up hoodie, smiles so wide it practically lit up the Mexico afternoon. But when Taeyoung walked past him with that new hair catching the sun, Hobi paused, just for a second. Then came that grin, the one that says everything without a single word. Jimin was further down the stage, doing what Jimin always does, blowing kisses, making eye contact with every ARMY he could reach, even blowing a kiss to a baby sitting on someone's shoulders. Sweet, gentle, pure Jimin. But then, his gaze shifted toward V, and his expression changed. It was subtle, but armies with cameras caught it. He saw the transformation, and he knew exactly how big this moment was. Jungkook was closer to the fence, squatting down, singing directly to fans, throwing candy into the crowd, playful, effortless. But at one point, he looked back over his shoulder, straight at Taeyoung, and there was something in that glance. Recognition, maybe even pride, like he knew armies around the world were about to lose their minds. 3 members, 3 reactions, each one different, each one telling the same story. Taeyoung did something special on that Mexico stage. And yet, the loudest reaction of all did not come from the stage. It came from the sea of armies pressed against that fence. You have to understand something about Mexico armies. They show up differently. The energy is always louder. The love is always deeper. And on this day, soundcheck, day one, under that bright afternoon sun, they gave absolutely everything. Thousands of them pressed against the fence, phones up, light sticks glowing even in broad daylight. Some wore sombreros, some held banners with Taehyung's name in Hangul. One fan even brought a baby, and Jimin made sure to blow that little one a kiss. But when V stepped forward with that half-blonde hair blazing in the sun, the noise hit another level. It was not just screaming, it was the kind of roar that comes from pure disbelief. Fans who had followed him for years, fans who knew exactly how long it had been since he last changed his hair like this, they understood the significance instantly. And Taehyung, he felt it. You could see it in the way he pointed directly into the crowd, the way he paused at the edge of the stage, the way his expression shifted from cool confidence to something softer, gratitude, that quiet moment between an artist and the people who have been waiting for him. The videos from that soundcheck spread within hours. Armies worldwide watched from their phones, from their bedrooms, from different time zones. Comments flooded in. After almost 4 years, the Mexico effect. Rockstar Taehyung is back. Every reaction said the same thing. This was not just a style change. This was a statement. But here's the thing about moments like these. They do not just live in the videos. They live in what they mean. And to understand what this Mexico soundcheck truly meant, you have to go back to why Taehyung waited 4 years in the first place. 4 years. That is how long ARMY waited to see Taehyung do something like this with his hair. Not just a trim, not just a slight change, a full statement. Half blonde, bold, unmissable. And he did not do it in Seoul. He did not do it at a press conference. He walked into a Mexico soundcheck and let the world catch up. Why Mexico? Armies who have followed BTS for years already know. Mexico has always been different for Taehyung. The energy there hits him in a way that is hard to explain. Maybe it is the altitude. Maybe it is the passion of Mexican armies. Maybe it is something personal that only he understands. But time after time, tour after tour, Mexico brings something out of him that no other stop quite does. This is what fans have come to call the Mexico effect. And on day one of the Arirang tour, Taehyung did not just participate in that effect, he leaned into it completely. New hair, new aura, same V that ARMY has always loved, but with a fire that felt brand new. That is why those fan cams spread so fast. That is why J-Hope grinned the way he did, why Jimin's expression shifted, why Jungkook glanced back over his shoulder. They were not just reacting to hair, they were reacting to their friend stepping into a version of himself that had been quiet for a while, and they recognized it immediately. This was not a comeback. This was an arrival. Taehyung reminded everyone, from the armies at the fence to the millions watching through their screens, exactly who he is. An artist who does things on his own terms, who waits until the moment is right, and who chose Mexico, of all places, to make that statement. So, tell us, when you first saw those videos from Mexico Soundcheck Day 1, what was the moment that got you? Was it the hair? The walk, the way he pointed into the crowd? Let us know in the comments below. Because if there's one thing this day proved, it is that Taehyung always knows exactly when to remind the world who he really is.